So a number of weeks ago, our country was plunged into a viral pandemic, which forced churches to quarantine and stop meeting for public worship. When that occurred, I brought 9 people in our church that you had elected to official positions of leadership, 3 deacon officers, 2 committee chairmen, Sunday school director, and 3 staff members. And the 10 of us began a conversation working toward when we would regather for worship. We met Monday night to finalize that plan. This morning, an email was sent to most of you, and a letter was mailed to all of you. So within a few days, everyone should have a copy of the plan to notify you and explain to you what our church is going to do going forward. I want to take just a few minutes with this video to explain to you what our leadership team has planned for us. So May 31st, a couple of Sundays from now, May 31st, 10:30 a.m., we will hold our first public worship. Now, for those of you who choose to remain at home, for those of you who have any hesitations about coming to a public gathering, we will continue to broadcast these services. This is not going to stop. So we want you to feel very comfortable staying home and watching us online. We do not want anybody to feel compelled to come to the building. But for those of you who choose to come and worship with us in person starting May 31st, we have activated a plan and put protocols in place to protect our people as much as possible. We're going to try to create an environment that is as safe as we possibly can create. Now, one of the protocols we put into place is they're telling us, all the experts are telling us to maintain one-directional traffic. So when you arrive on the morning of May 31st, please enter only through the Welcome Center, and then we will exit only through the front doors of the Worship Center. We're going to maintain one-directional traffic as much as possible. Now, when you get here, there'll be greeters to greet you, but unfortunately there will be no handshakes, no hugs. The Hebrew Cafe will not be open, so we will not be serving coffee. I am as disappointed in those 3 things as you are, but they must be maintained to protect each other. You will come in, our ushers will take you into the sanctuary, and you will find a place to sit. We will sit by families. We will maintain a 6-foot, a minimum of 6-foot distance from other families so we can practice the social distancing. We will not be passing an offering plate. There will be receptacles at the door as you enter in that you will then place your offering into. We will not participate in communion or Lord's Supper for a number of months until we know we can do that safely. Until we've got that worked out, please bear with us. We want to do that, but we also want to maintain a certain degree of safety until then. We will be providing child care up through the age of 4 for those who choose to come. Now, if you choose to stay home, please know we respect your decision. We don't think that's a lack of faith. We don't think you're giving in to fear. We think you're being reasonable and smart and doing what you think is best for your family. But for those who choose to come, we will have child care up through the age of 4. We will keep the number of children in a room to a small number. We will follow health protocols. We'll follow government regulations. We will do everything we can to make it as safe as possible. Now, we're not going to do children's church. And the reason for that is both of our children's churches have a significant number of children. We also use our students in children's church, our high school kids, to help with our children's church. And that puts a significant number of people in a small room. And because of that, we're not going to do children's church. Also at this time, we will not be doing Sunday school or life groups on campus because, again, our rooms are small. We would not be able to practice social distancing, and so to keep everybody safe, we're going to delay reinitiating those ministries. Now, some of you have asked about meeting in other locations, and what we would ask is use your discretion. If you can meet preferably outside, if you can meet where you can practice a social distancing, then if you're being prudent and wise and you feel like you've got an environment that is safe, then of course it's your discretion. You can meet if you so choose. What we would encourage you to do is continue to use your Zoom or GroupMe or Google Meets or something like that that would allow you to do things online. A number of our Sunday school classes, a number of our small groups are meeting through these virtual avenues, and it's working very effectively. Normally, I don't go to Sunday school on Sunday. There's just too much happening in getting prepared for the service. But during this time, I've been sitting in our adult Sunday school classes. I'm being taught by our laymen. I am being fed and nurtured by men who love God and have studied His Word and can communicate it very effectively. I am thoroughly enjoying my Zoom Sunday school class. If your class is not meeting by Zoom, but you're interested in getting that set up and established, we can help you. If it's a technical issue, if you just feel like you don't know how to do it, there are some computer geeks in our church that can help you. Please call us, let us know. We would love to come and get your class set up so that you can do Sunday school or life group through Zoom. Let me take just a moment to say, while we have been in this quarantine time, and we have been broadcasting our services all over Facebook and YouTube, Facebook is telling us that approximately 1,300 devices are logging on each Sunday to watch our broadcast. Facebook is also telling us that conservatively 1.7 people are attached to each device. So if you put the numbers together, more than 2,000 people are watching us each week as we worship together. So because of those compelling numbers, our live streaming, our public broadcasting of our services is going to become a major ministry in our church. It's not going to stop. It's not going to go away when we begin to gather for public worship. For those of you who are taking advantage of this, we're going to continue to broadcast. And we ask you to invite your friends, invite your family members, encourage them. If you see our broadcast, like it, share it so that others will receive it in their Facebook feeds. We're also getting it up on YouTube, and you can go to YouTube to watch it also. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to our tech team, to the guys who are putting this on every week. The work they have put in, the effort they have made, the time they have given has really benefited our church tremendously, and we are very, very grateful for them. We need your help with one item. To be prepared for our first public worship on May 31st, we need to know approximately how many people are going to come. We don't want to be caught off guard. So if you would be so kind to notify us at the church and let us know if on May 31st you plan to be at the public worship event, or if on May 31st you plan to continue watching online. We just need to hear from everybody. So call the church office, or you can email me at Greg@West-Hartselle, or you can email Jamie at Jamie@West-Hartselle, and that is Jaime. Don't confuse it with Jamie Roden. We got two Jamies, and you got to get the name right. But we would love to hear from you and to know what your plans are so that we are prepared both ways to do a job with excellence and to present a worship experience as best we can. Hey, thank you so much for being part of our church. Thank you for investing in God's kingdom through West-Hartselle Baptist Church. If we can help you any way, don't hesitate to call. We had a great day in the office today. The phone rang off the hook. I got to talk to a number of you, and man, I love it when the phone rings and I get to speak to the members of my church. Hope you have a wonderful day. I long to see you again in person, but until then, I'm still your pastor. Call me if you need me.